Have you ever stopped to think how many times you accepted crumbs as if they were banquets? How many times has a good morning after days of silence been enough to make you smile? Or did that last-minute invitation, just when no one else could, make your heart race? That's right. Crumbs of love. The worst kind of proof of love there is. Self-love, toxic relationships, self-esteem, emotional dependence, crumbs of love, abusive relationships, self-love, healthy relationships, proof of love, emotional liberation. It's all there, mixed into an emotional cake that we swallow without even realizing it. The truth is that no one wakes up one day saying, "I'm going to accept the little they offer me." But when you're in the midst of neediness, insecurity, an unresolved relationship, you start accepting it without realizing it. First, it's an unexplained disappearance. You miss them, but you ignore them. Then it's a last-minute cancellation. You're upset, but you understand. Then comes a dry message. You find it strange, but you respond with affection. And so, day after day, you get used to it. You'll become convinced that anything is better than nothing. Spoiler, it's not. Nothing is better than crumbs, because nothing gives you a chance to rebuild. Crumbs keep you stuck in a cycle of false hope. Have you ever noticed how we romanticize this kind of thing? Oh, he's busy. She is cold, but has a good heart. He doesn't show it much, but I know he likes me. Seriously? Those who like it show it. Those who love it insist on it. Those who respect it don't leave you waiting for leftovers. The question remains, why are you content with this? Maybe because deep down someone convinced you that you don't deserve it anymore. Maybe you've learned that love is suffering. Or maybe you're so tired that any small gesture seems like a world to you. But I'll tell you one thing, it's not, and you know it. Today we're going to talk about this. Why accepting crumbs as proof of love is one of the worst ideas you can have for your emotional life. And more, how to get out of this cycle. Because accepting little doesn't make you strong. It makes you hostage. And one more thing. It's not your fault. The one who should offer you the best has no right to throw crumbs in your hand. Now think. Have you ever experienced this? Have you realized that you were accepting less than you deserve? Have you ever found yourself justifying the unjustifiable just to keep someone in your life? If so, stay with me until the end. You will understand that you are not alone and that there is a way to turn this around. By the way, comment below. Have you ever accepted crumbs? Have you ever pretended that everything was fine when deep down it wasn't? I really want to know your story. And I'm warning you, this video is not for those who want to be fooled. It's for those who are ready to break free. First, because you are normalizing disrespect. When someone ignores you, leaves you in the dark, or only shows up when they want something, and you accept it, do you know what they're saying? It's okay to be second choice. I don't need priority, just anything. But wait, who in their right mind wants to be second choice? Nobody, right? But when we accept crumbs, we make room for it. Second, it destroys your self-esteem. Every time you smile with a forgotten hi or a caress that came out of obligation, you're telling yourself that you deserve little. You start to think, if he only gives me this, it's because it's what I deserve. And it's not true. You deserve so much more than emotional leftovers and lackluster attention. Third point, the emotional dependence that this generates is devastating. The less you get, the more you want. And do you know why? Because your brain starts to understand each crumb as a prize. Every message, every small gesture becomes a reward, that makes you want more, and it's a vicious cycle. You keep waiting, only to receive crumbs that don't sustain you. Meanwhile, the other one? He knows he can give you little and still keep you there. Have you ever seen that kind of person who only shows up when they want to? Who disappears for days, then comes back with an empty "miss you" and thinks everything is resolved? Or does he only look for you when he's bored, needy, or in need of something? This is not love. This is emotional manipulation. If you're experiencing this, know that you're not alone, but you don't have to stay that way either. Have you ever noticed how often we try to justify ourselves? He's just like that. She has problems. It will get better. And while you wait for this improvement, you will become exhausted. Hope turns into anguish. Love becomes an obligation. And respect? That disappears along the way. But I'll tell you one thing. You don't deserve this game. You deserve to be truly loved. There's nothing wrong with wanting more. There's nothing wrong with demanding respect. And there's nothing wrong with setting boundaries. Now, tell me, have you ever been through this? Have you ever accepted crumbs? Have you ever pretended everything was okay? Comment here. Let's exchange ideas. Because what you can't do is keep quiet and continue to receive little. Remember, accepting crumbs is giving permission for others to treat you as an option. And who deserves to be an option? It's time to open your eyes. It's time to stop fooling yourself. In the next part, I'll show you what happens when you finally decide to say, enough. How your life can change when you stop accepting crumbs and start putting yourself first. Now, imagine what happens when you stop accepting crumbs. When you finally look in the mirror and decide, enough, I deserve better. It's not magic. It's not a fairy tale. It's just you waking up to yourself. The first thing that changes is respect. Self-respect, which others begin to notice. When you stop accepting leftovers, people around you understand that you are no longer available for emotional crumbs. And you know what happens? They start to position themselves too. Or rather, those who don't value you disappear. And that's the best part. There is no more room for those who only show up when they're hungry. There is no longer any place for those who ignore you and only come back when it suits them. Whoever truly loves you will show it every day, not just when you remember. And believe me, life takes on a different color. You will begin to realize that true love is not complicated or painful. It's light, it's constant, it's reciprocal. When you put yourself first, you learn that love is not about suffering or fitting in. It's about growing together, building something solid, and that's where you find your emotional freedom. Not that comfortable prison, that is the crumbs, but the freedom to choose what is good for you, without fear. You start to value those who truly deserve it, and discard those who don't live up to your love. This change is not easy. It will hurt. You will want to go back, to accept anything just so you don't feel alone. But here's a secret. Temporary solitude is much better than the empty company of crumbs. And do you know what's most amazing? When you stop settling for less, you become a magnet for what is truly good. Because energy attracts energy. Your self-esteem grows, your confidence explodes, and suddenly you no longer have to beg for attention or love. They come to you naturally. So, let me make you an invitation. If you are tired of crumbs, false promises, and so-so things, how about starting to change that now? Don't wait for others to value you. Value yourself first. Take this step for yourself, for who you are, and for who you want to become. Here on the channel, we talk exactly about that. Awakening, empowering, and moving forward without looking back. If you enjoyed this conversation and want more content to strengthen your self-love and break down these toxic relationships, sign up here. Activate the bell, because there's much more coming to help you live better, lighter, and above all, more loved. By yourself, before anyone else. Remember, crumbs only feed the soul's hunger for a short time. Those who truly love each other demand the entire banquet, and you deserve this feast.